Hi Leo, welcome in, welcome in. We're reading for the second week of February. Guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for stopping by and giving me a listen. I am a new channel. All your likes, shares, and subscriptions help the channel tremendously. Let's see, I've been meditating on you guys. Quite frankly, I feel like you guys are getting your shit together. No joke. I think you guys are very good at knowing what you want and you go for it. And that's that for you. But I do feel like that you are somewhat on a path right now. Or you kind of are thinking of what it is that you want right now. Because January was rough. It was wrapping up 2021. And because we are in the universal year of 6, which is marriages and divorces, we are, we were in that place like, do I fix the past or end it and move on into my future? So let's see what's going on. Let me pull one more card and we could start your reading, Leo. Ooh, what a nice outcome for the week. Well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It is good. All right. Your overall message of the week is going to be the Four of Cups. Somebody here is apathetic to a situation or a person, meaning like, thank you, but no thank you. There's a lot of information that you're unaware of. You're okay, hold on a second. All right, so in the recent past, you had an ending with somebody, all right? Ten of Swords. Let me just show you what I'm looking at. In the recent past, you had an ending with somebody, whether it was an ending or a betrayal. And you were just sitting there in your feels, all sad, depressed, looking at all your empty cups, and you're like, what the fuck, right? Meanwhile, at the back of your mind, in your subconscious, you're like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I know there's one cup that's available to me right there, and you go and you get your candle to look for it. And you're like, I know there's a blessing somewhere in here, and I'm going to go get that bitch. And that's what you go do, right? Even though you're sad and you're depressed. But because look at you. This is what I was just telling you when I was channeling you guys before I even threw down. You guys always know what you want, and you always get your shit together. Always. There's nothing like a lion who knows what the fuck they want, and they go out and get it. All right? Regardless of what happens to them. And that's you doing that now and here. So you're like, I'll go get that cup, and you do. And then you start a new beginning. Ace of Wands. Look at this. A passionate new beginning. Others of you, this is a creative new project. And this brings you wish fulfillment. Oh, gee, shock. Because you are a Leo. You are a lion. You go towards your wish fulfillment. There's no such thing. Okay, look, when we say, oh, this person's selfish, this and that, yeah, you can do that from a negative perspective or a positive perspective. Because at the end of the day, we all got to do what we got to do for ourselves. Because no one is responsible for our happiness. We are. Nor are we responsible for their happiness. It's what people don't understand. If you can help somebody, sure. The point is to not be cruel. The point is to be helpful and kind, but not to overextend yourself to the point where your cups are empty. Do you get it? It's like you do get it, Leo. You saw your cups are empty and you're like, I'm going to go refill them. And this is what you're doing now. All right? And boom, you have like a passionate new beginning. And then you have your wish fulfillment. And then somebody comes back to you or you go back to someone from your past. Look, the Eight of Cups is interesting. In the upright position, this is talking about detaching from a situation or a person. When you have the Eight of Cups, it doesn't mean the person leaves forever. You actually don't know what's going to happen, whether this is you or them. All you know is that this person goes to the top of the mountain to think things through, and they come back down to the mountain, and they either make a left or a right. Do they bank left and go back, or do they bank right and say peace out, goodbye to your past? In the reverse, yeah, they came down the mountain, they thought about it, and they banked left. They came back towards you, all right? Or you went towards them. And because you realized somebody here was a soulmate with the Two of Cups, and you went into union with this person. You're like, oh my God, that's my person. That's my person. And you went back. However, this is Pisces. However, you didn't have all the facts, and you did have a little bit of fear of the unknown. You were optimistically cautious with that there. But there's something here that's not making you happy with the Four of Cups. Something here is making you apathetic. And we're going to find out why in a little bit. But this is your overall theme. So, in your situation, I have the Four of Wands. This is talking about your structure, your foundation, your home. This is your platform. Social media, Facebook is a platform for 1 million people. This is you. This is your platform, your home, your house, your foundation. This is talking about buying a home, getting engaged, moving in with somebody, something along that nature, something to do with your family. We're going to clarify and we're going to see what this is all about. Obviously, something in it isn't making you happy with these 2 fours, because the 4s are the structure of our lives. So what's coming towards you is the Page of Swords. Stalking. Someone's stalking you, or you are stalking something or someone. This is also learning, getting information on something. We'll clarify, because this is in the future position. We'll see what that is. What you don't see coming, like total surprise. King of Cups and Death. This is interesting. King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this is talking about somebody who loves you, somebody who is emotionally mature, available, and Death. Death is interesting because it could be an ending or a transformation, which we're going to clarify and we'll see. I feel like more like this is a transformation, and this is what I heard in my head. This person grew up, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like it's more of a transformation, because I'm looking at these little people here, and Death is like huge and big, staring down. I feel like whoever you were dealing with had to grow up, and then they did. And we'll see when we clarify. In your advice, Queen of Swords, you need to think logically and rationally over a situation. You need to right now go here instead of here. Because look at this card, right? Let me show you clearly what's happening here. Do you see her? She's pouring out the smug. This is in your advice position. She's pouring out her feels, and she's arming the sword. The sword goes up to either cut something out or put it down to have amnesty, to have conversations, to talk, to have peace, right? In your advice, though, it's saying you need to use your mind, your rationale, whether this is work-related or love-related or whatever situation you're dealing with. You have to not go with this right now. You have to go with rationally. Look at the big picture, Leo. What's going to work out for you? Your outcome. 7 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. You have some seriously big-ass fate working on your behalf. And this is lucky. But I don't think you see it that way, Leo. I think you are fighting it. I think you are resisting this change in your outcome. But this is weekly. So, next week, obviously, the readings could be completely different. But stop fighting this change, because you're resisting this change here, Leo. Don't. It's fated. It's going to be very lucky, and it's going to be a blessing, a huge blessing. And I know you're the one resisting and fighting it, because obviously this is the theme of the week. You're not happy. So you're like, no, that's not for me. No, I don't want it. No, thank you. We're going to see. Let's go ahead and start clarifying what's happening here. Leo, what the fuck am I talking about? Leave your comments down below. And please share with other Leos if you think they need to hear this video. Guys, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscriptions. You are phenomenal. The channel is very young, so all your likes and subscriptions help me a great deal, which they have, and I feel blessed and honored. Of course, please do leave me your comments down below, as it helps me connect with you even more so. What is this 4 of Wands? Please also take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This can't be for everybody. They're general, and there's thousands of you guys. Here's your card, the Sun. By the 4 of Wands. Interesting. Sometimes for me, the Sun is also a reconciliation. But in regards to this is you being happy with your foundation, like laying out the pillars of your life. As I was saying, your platform. Can I have one more, please? So I can have guidance for the week. Oh, this is so nice. Judgment. Interesting. The World. You guys recently had started a new chapter in your lives. You did. Because I was saying your guys are getting grounded, and you are. So you have 2 major arcana clarifying the 4 of Wands, which is the Sun and Justice. Some of you are really fucking happy with how things have turned out in your life. On most of it. Some of you could have been in court and you won, and this is you being happy over the rewards. Others of you, this is receiving karma, justice. This is your good karma rewarding you in regards to whatever it is that's going on in your family, whether this is an engagement or something going on in your home. This is you, this is your vindication, Leo, this, whatever this is. Because you made a right judgment call after you closed out a chapter in your lives. All right? So let's see what's going on. What's this Page of Swords, though? Overall, this is a great reading. At least how I perceive this to be. You have the King of Cups again. There's somebody here who truly loves you, and I think you understand that now, and I think you truly feel it. You feel comfortable with it, because this King of Cups at the bottom, yeah, you feel it. You both do. You both make each other happy. Because before, you had doubts. You did. You doubted this person. You didn't know. And now it feels like you have more information, and your doubts are going away, and you feel good about it. Because here you are, Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Wands. Not single, successful in this union, this thing. But you're keeping an eye. I don't know if you were doubting it. So you're just keeping your eyes open. You're keeping your eyes peeled. Like maybe you're asking, you're telling yourselves like, did I really make the right decision? I just want to make sure. So you know what? I'm going to do a little peeping. Is what you did. But I think the more you see, the more you realize you did make the right judgment call. You did. And I remember this from 2 weeks ago because you had an epic reading 2 weeks ago. All right? And maybe last week was like you were on that seesaw. You're finally off that seesaw. Let's see what's going on here. This King of Cups and Death. I wouldn't even be surprised if no one's watching this video, because right now you guys are out there living your fucking lives. What is this? This is great shit. What's the King of Cups and Death, please? Thank you. Clarified by the Empress and the Two of Pentacles. Some of you have been debating having a family with this person, maybe a child. Others of you, you've been in and out of this person's life. But now you feel like they're it. It has transformed. That's what death was. 100%. You started a new chapter. You ended something and you began a new chapter. Especially when I see, the world. You see these ribbons? That's like the strings being loosened. Meaning you tied them up and you let go. And so now here you are over here with the world, starting a new chapter in your life. Yeah, after you made a judgment call. Somebody behind that, the Knight of Wands, messages of passion, or a fling maybe you had in the past with somebody, or you thought they were a fling and now you realize they're not a fling. They have elevated. They grew up. Okay, because look at this. This Knight of Wands talks about, this is Sagittarius card. This talks about not like a hit it, quit it, not really, but just like somebody who goes in and is just a booty call. Maybe you thought that this is what it was. It's not. You realized it was more than that. Or your person too. So this person grew up and transformed. That's what you don't see coming. And then they become like this Empress, and you realize this. There's like, okay, there's no more juggling this situation. This person now, because maybe some of you are debating, do I have a family with this person? Do I not have a family with this person? Do I commit to this person? Do I not commit to this person? Because they were showing me a little bit of like flakiness before. Now they're not. You, out of nowhere, you've seen this person grown. There's others of you, death is talking about no more this back and forth. No more in and out. Done. We're growing something into this world with the Empress. This is future position. What's the Queen of Swords though? Whatever it is that you're probably trying to birth into this world. So maybe somebody had made a suggestion in regards to your future and you didn't like it, or you weren't ready for it. Or there was somebody from your past that you needed to cut out, or a situation from your past that you had to get rid of, and you're not happy. There's an adjustment that you needed to make, and there was a sacrifice on your part. Is really what I'm feeling. All right? Yes. Because you needed the strength to cut something out. Because this is the bittersweet card, the Five of Swords. You get something, but you lose something. Like, this dude can't carry 5 swords. He can only carry 2. So he leaves some things behind. So you needed the strength here to sacrifice in order for this to work out. Whatever it is that you want to birth into this world. Whatever you're doing here and you want it to grow and be something. And this was you being uncertain about it. You're like, is it worth it? Is this risk worth it for me? But you make each other happy. See, you're fearing, but you know that you make each other happy. That's what's making you unhappy. Now I understand the Four of Cups as your overall message. This is what's not making you happy. You need to make a sacrifice and find the strength. And here's your card, Leo. And this is in your advice position. So now I know. This is why the Queen of Swords is there telling me you need to be here, not here. Think about the big picture, as I said originally. You need to sacrifice something. And I don't use that word for this card often at all. This is me saying, oh, cut your losses. No, in this regard, you have to sacrifice something and you're not happy about it. It's like somebody who gets engaged, but then they tell you to move across the country. You have to leave a family behind to do it. Like something like that is what I'm talking about. And maybe you're not happy about that idea. It's just one of the examples. Or, oh, you want to have a family? Well, then we're going to lose money, or somebody has to, change their jobs. You get it. It's something like that. That's what I'm feeling here. The 7 of, and yeah, look, you're resisting the change. And it's fated. It's going to happen, whether you want to or not. If you keep fighting, it's going to turn into a tower, Leo. Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Stop resisting it. It's going to happen. It's fated. It's good luck. I mean, we don't always see it like that because we're not all, just when we've gotten accustomed to something and change is coming quickly, it's uncomfortable for us. Very uncomfortable. What's the 7 of Wands and the Wheel? Oh my God, all these are coming in reverse. Leo, why are you making me yell at you? These are just weekly readings. It's like so funny. It's like even if you make bad decisions, shit turns out in your favor anyway. It's like the funniest thing. Look at this. This is the Queen of Coins in reverse. Maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This is unstable. Somebody here is unstable. It could be financially unstable or emotionally unstable. Somebody here is unstable in their own way. What is this? The Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be you. And the Hermit in reverse. All right. So it looks like maybe there's a couple here where you're both unstable, or you were unstable, or past tense. I don't know, because somebody didn't think things through here with this person. And now there's a resistance here. You're resisting this new thing that's coming in towards you. But if you keep fighting this and you keep resisting this, this is what's going to happen. You guys will both be inverted, because here I have a set. I have a king and a queen. You're vibrating on the same level, but right now you're both unstable because somebody here is resisting this, and you're causing friction within the relationship. Somebody is. Either you or they are, because somebody is fighting this sacrifice or this change that needs to happen, and it's going to cause friction into the relationship, and it's going to invert you guys. All right, and it's making somebody's not thinking this through with the Hermit in reverse. Look, forewarned is forearmed. All right, I'm going to do a deeper dive in the extended, Leo, for this, with this, because I don't know. And I want you to avoid this, and you can. So I'm going to pull these cards aside. For those of you that are members, the extended link is down below. Extended videos are worth it. They're less than a lunch, and you have access to all the extended. You have access to every extended of every video that I put out for the month. So even if you listen and you cancel, you still have it for the whole month, and you get to listen to everybody else's. So it's kind of cool. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here with your romance angels. Leo, great reading. All right. Just somebody needs to stop resisting the change that's happening in your lives. It's happening for a reason, and it's usually a blessing. All right, so I have Release Your Ex. Yeah, because I feel like 2 weeks ago when I did your reading, it was a major reading. Go back and listen to that. I think it was called Hello Devil, Meet Me, the Lion. This, Release Your Ex. I remember that reading where your spirit guides were pushing you because it determined which path you would take. And I'm pretty sure you went towards the right one. But here you are 2 weeks later resisting it. It's so interesting how they're interconnected. Healing family issues. Maybe this is why for some of you, this is talking about if you grew up in a toxic family life, right? A toxic mother or father or whatever. Sometimes you take those traits as a child and you bring it forward as an adult. Like, I'm going to give you a stupid example. I'm a mom, but on the feed at our school, because we have BOE meetings, Board of Education, and there's like a parent there who's sitting there like, you know, it's ridiculous that it's gotten so bad that my child is coming home and they're talking about the BOE meeting and they're in second grade. Excuse you? Why is your second grader talking about Board of Education meetings? That means because as a parent, you're talking about it to your kid because you're codependent on your child's feelings. Don't do that. That's fucking unhealthy. Anyway, my point in saying all that, I'm not saying that's you, Leo. I'm giving you a perfect example of how that transmutes onto the child, and you grow up with that, like a codependent parent, or some toxic crap your parent taught you. You had to unlearn it, so you can have healthy relationships in your future. I'm going to clarify this with Tarot in the extended, and also release your ex. I want to see what other messages Tarot is going to give us on this. Also, free yourself. Look at you. You're not just a lion, you're a unicorn. You don't need to be caged up in this shit. Free yourself from the hell that you could have been imprisoning yourself within. Clarifying that too. Look at this. Separation. It was inverted. So you know what this tells me? Be careful, because whatever you're resisting here might cause this, and you want to avoid this. I don't feel like you're here, or maybe you are and you took a time out to think about this person. It's possible. I don't know. But that's like more down the road, I feel like. We'll see. Hopefully you will avoid that. Now let me get a card from your Moonology deck. I will pull a card from Spiritual as Fuck. I'll call it Spiritual as Fire, because I curse way too much. Do you know that there's been scientific studies linked to people who curse with being honest and having integrity? I'm not kidding. All right, a time to give rather than take. Yeah, you need to give more into this relationship that you're dealing with now, or the situation. The card that did, oh my God, yeah. Bring love into the situation. You do. You need to bring love into this dynamic, whatever it is, but think rationally and logically about the bigger picture here. So out of all these hundreds of cards, let's see what your card is. This usually has a common message or a common thread here. Oh my God. Bring love into the situation. Look at this card. Feel your fucking feelings. Set a timer for 30 minutes and give yourself full permission to feel whatever it is you've been avoiding. Organize your sock drawer while you cry or seethe or get jiggy with some hardcore self-pity. Then, when the time is up, get off your ass and do something constructive. Your big little sweetheart of a heart will thank you later. I love it. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I will see you next week.